I'm doing this commission work for a tabletop RPG, which is about peculiar children, and it's all like children with strange powers, like shooting bees out of their mouth, or turning invisible, stuff like that. That's like the base of the RPG. It's gonna be on Kickstarter in a month, in February. So yeah, I'll be linking and stuff to it. I'll be trying to shill it, because it's got my work on it. Gotta be proud of it. Yeah, I'm very proud of this one, which I did first. As a kind of test of how they could look. And I think we're gonna do Invisible Kid next, because that should be fairly easy to do. It's just basically painting a face out and doing some clothes and stuff. So that should be doable. You should have gotten your autograph before you got famous. Who got famous? It's both famous and the doctor. I'm not famous. I got 7,000 followers on Twitter. Mock is famous. Our little running guy is famous, but top of whammy. Okay, so first we're gonna try to find a picture that we can use here. Let's see how our boy is doing, by the way. Doing well already. God damn it, it's doing well already, yeah? It's been a minute. Anyway, finding pictures. Don't let me get distracted. I do have in one tab here, I got a ton of them saved. So let's actually pull this out and restore them. Okay. There's a bunch of pictures that I've saved of different little kids in different ages. So let's try to find one that could be good in invisible. So like just removing the face, whatever body part is exposed. So this one, for example, wouldn't work too well because we have basically just a face and a hand to remove. And I want something, or like this guy, which just have a face, right? I'd like something where we can remove, it's like in shorts or something, or we can remove a bit more of the body to make it more apparent that it's invisible. Have you heard 3-star tabs? I should get some tab organizing thing, yes, indeed, as you can see here. But I do have this one tab thing, which is pretty useful, because you can like collapse them and forget about them, and just pull them up when you need them. 3-star tabs, though. I'll type it here. Okay, I got it here saved on the side. I'll check it out later. Okay, this one could work actually. It's pretty nice. This is from the same collection as the bee guy, I think, for the same archive at least. This guy's pretty nice, but it's kind of blurry. It's not in focus. I would have loved this picture in general though, if it just was a little bit more focused. Little guy Eric. It's pretty nice. Here we have like the knees, the hand, and the face to remove. I think I'd do this guy. Okay. Let's pull this to the side and keep looking. Oh, this for another one because I wanted to, this one that can summon tornadoes, and I wanted to look for tornadoes. Here we have a few. This guy's just like smoking a pipe, because that's what kids did, I guess, before the internet. My tabs, yeah, but it's not how it usually looks in my computer. I just collapse them all once I'm done looking for pictures. So this time I opened them all at the same time. Usually I wouldn't do that. Oh, this is creepy. What happened to this picture? Oh, I like this one. Could we do this one, maybe? I think, again, that's from the same New Zealand archive, and it doesn't have any tags or anything, which is very annoying. We can try. So Williams, Saunderson, Cooper. It's probably the collection. Okay, that's probably gonna be more useful than what I got. Thank you for the recommendation. -4 degrees. Oh, we were going bird watching, but the bird was watching you. Ironic. I like this one. It's kind of washed out. I mean, this one could work for something different too. Also, like, generally, smaller kids. This is pretty much like teenager age. I think it's a bit creepier if we use like 5 to 10-year-olds. If I manage to find any. See, I didn't know about this archive. Oh, this one's really good. Probably not for the invisible thing, but I like how it's kind of washed out. And the kid is grinning. I don't know what power we could do with this guy, but it would be nice. You lived in a blanket for like a month? Same. I love all this collection, there's some pretty nice stuff. I don't know where this William Saunderson got all of his family pictures. Seemed like it was going around just collecting family pictures. Oh, Will and the Boys. I like how this guy is... he hates to be there. It's like, get me out of here. This could be nice if we make this guy invisible. Let's keep it on the side. Let's try to find the beach one. I wish it had some more tags. So I could try to find them. I don't know how many pages of this there is, but... at least we're finding some good ones along the way. So that's good. Let's see. Oh, these kids are creepy. Just want to zoom in. There we go. Oh god. Creepy little kid. Just look at that. This is a face you see in your nightmares. Here's Eric again. See, they don't even tell me how many pictures there are, how many pages there are. Frozen soap bubbles. Oh no. Another crying kid. I mean, I bet this photographer was looking pretty scary if all his kids look like that. Oh, here he is smiling. Hey, there it is! We got it. Tone. Okay, let's see if we can get a bit of a better quality image than what we got in Pickerel, because in here it doesn't look like it's too high quality, to be honest. Let's see. Original. Oh, the original is very high quality. But they won't let me download this one from the Pickerel itself. That is why we went here and found it. No non-copyright restrictions. That is all good for me. Perfect. Download JPEG. Full size. Beautiful. It'll take a little while, it looks like. We're good. Okay. Let's collapse all of this again. Shoop. There it is. Gonna see if I can keep them all in the same document. If it starts weighing too much, I'll separate it into different ones. We have a lot of quality, a lot of pixels to spare here, so I think we can zoom in quite a bit. Okay, let's see. Let's copy this. No, they usually don't in archives, but some of them like give you a full size JPEG, which is usually more than enough for the purposes. I mean, these are all pictures, there are scans, so there's only so much you can do. Okay, so first thing we're removing the face, and we'll have to redo the hat below it, but for now let's just remove the face. See, the Library of Congress is probably the best site in terms of what it lets you download, because it lets you download the TIFF of, like, the whole full-size TIFF of the image, which, if it is the scan of a negative, is amazing quality usually. So it's usually great when I find a picture I like and it's from that site. It's always very cool. They must have some very good scanners there. Okay, so this whole inside of the hat is gonna be, it's gonna give us quite some trouble, I think. Hopefully we'll manage. Okay, let's see here. This used to be fingers, but if we shape it right, it can just be the top of this shovel. Yeah, that'll do. I bet they scan it, but I don't know. They must have like really high precision, however you say that, scanners. Okay, let's keep going up. Should we remove the shadow too? Thinking about it. And if it's transparent, let's just remove the shadow, right? The shadow from the hand and stuff, I mean. Just a little bit harder than removing the hand only. Because you gotta have a softer touch. Just blend it with the rest. And that sort of does the trick, I think. Techno Museum of Norway uses... Oh. Okay, interesting. So do they get a better quality than a scan by using that? Okay, same thing here. I'm gonna start with normal brush. I think I've actually used pictures from that museum, if I recall correctly. Don't know if I was the Technical Museum of Norway, but it was a museum in Norway. And I actually got the first, like, creepy old pictures I ever did. So this one's, hold on. This one's I think I got from there. This one I definitely got out of there. 50 megapixels, 100 times the speed of the scanner. That's true. You want to get a lot done. It's probably way more efficient, right? That actually makes a lot of sense. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna copy just that edge. And use it to complete that little... There we go. I think we also need to brighten a lot of this part because it's being affected by the shadow of a hand. We don't have that anymore. Okay. Hey, clap. Clap, clap, clap. It's going well. We're doing some commission work. This is, for those who are joining right now, this is going to be for a tabletop RPG called Peculiar Children. And it's all about children with strange powers. It's going to be a Kickstarter in a month from now. So yeah, I'm doing commission work for them. And yeah, I like the project. I think it's a really cool idea for a tabletop RPG and a cool aesthetic in general. Okay, we need to do this thick edge here. I'm always trying to pick areas from the same picture because they'll always have the same level of noise, and it's always going to be easier in general. Don't go too far here. That does the trick, I think. Okay, now for the legs. Gonna be slightly harder, but we'll get through it. So we need to do the boat here. Well, let's start with this part. It seems like it has stripped the... Oh really? Never checked that. Oh, now we'll never know. There's maybe an article somewhere on the internet about how the Library of Congress archivists do their job. It's not a very popular topic, so I don't know, it might be hidden somewhere. Hey, shout out to archivists. How do you say that in English? People who keep archives. Highly underappreciated job. And they do some amazing things for conservation. You wouldn't be able to even... I wouldn't be able to do any of my art. You wouldn't be able to see it either. So, for them... For that we have them to thank, I mean... Yeah, seems like a chill job too, right? You're just there conserving history and... cool things. Most of these archives, I mean, they get pulled into the Library of Congress, so they get pulled into the Pickerel or whatever. But most comes from small archives from, I don't know which one we were checking before, the New Zealand archive. It's people who are keeping the history of their country in a way. Should we be able to see the under? Yeah, we should be able to see a little bit of the other side of the pants from here. So I'm gonna have to draw that in, I think. We'll get to it in a minute. Once we're done with this goddamned boat. Museums are always looking for retouchers to restore photos. Really? I should apply for this. Fuck medicine. I love to restore photos. Actually, I guess I haven't announced this to anyone. I guess you're as good as anyone to announce it to. I'm going to be opening some small commissions in Ko-fi. So I got my Ko-fi saved here somewhere. Oh, I should turn off a lot of this. Okay, so I made myself a Ko-fi account and I was checking it out to see if it would be a good place for commissions. And someone from Ko-fi actually wrote to me on Twitter. I was like, "Oh, we love what you do. Here's a lifetime subscription to Gold, and with Gold it means I can do commissions on here and not get any fees. So it's gonna be a good place for that." And I haven't opened them yet, but it's gonna be on here. It's also like a place for, you might have seen Ko-fi, very typical for like tips. So if anyone wants to send me a tip, you can do it through here. But it's gonna be mostly for me for commissions. And one of them I had thought, and I'm going to activate, is restoring pictures and make it tip based. So the commission itself costs like $1, but you just put anything you want into the Ko-fi page itself. So that way I can help some people like keep their family memories and stuff. I think that's a very cool thing to do. So yeah, I think that's how I'm gonna do it. Instead of doing a flat fee for restoring pictures, since it's something I do more out of interests and out of helping people out, just putting the minimum price and let people pay whatever they want, so anyone can have access to it. Because I restored a picture of my grandpa not that long ago. Let me pull it up. So here it is. This is before. And that's the after. And then I colorized it. And that's a colorized version, which I did a little bit manually, a little bit with help of Photoshop, which has now an AI colorization thing, which works pretty well actually. So it can be like a nice base where you then change colors on top of it. So yeah, I'm happy with how this came out. My grandpa was super happy because this picture was eaten by a dog. A dog caught it and just nibbled on it and cut a corner off. But yeah, I'd love to just help out some people if I have the time. So yeah, if any of you guys want to be first in line for that commission thing, let me know. Let me know and I'll do the commission before I even open it for the rest. Looks like they're actually using a camera to digitize. Okay, interesting. They do a great job then, because they're getting amazing detail out of negatives when they have them. And that's very cool. Oh, that's a PDF. Oh yeah, that's the whole thing. Check it out. Okay, let's keep going here. One point, the state of Indiana tried to legally change. No! Why? Why would you legally change anything from math? It's ridiculous. And why would you change it to 3.2? Well, it should be 3.1 if you approximate, right? It's double wrong. It's not only wrong on the concept itself. It's wrong on how it approximates pi. The illegal number. Yeah, Bear. I think you hit it on the nail there. See, the American mentality, bigger is better. We're Americans. Over here, pi is bigger. You're gonna take my pie away from me? Like, you trying to take our guns? Everything's bigger in America. So right now what I'm trying to do distractedly is removing some of the repeated textures. It's always something you gotta look out for if you're doing clone stamping. It's like you make clone stamp this little bit here, and then you get these two dots all over, and that's very noticeable for someone who checks. And I know people will check because there's an invisible kid, and they'll say, what was behind there? If it's something more subtle, you don't need to go through all that trouble normally, but when you're clearly removing a guy there, people will look where the legs used to be and try to look for errors. I would, at least. Maybe I assume people are a lot like me, and maybe they are not, but I'm a perfectionist, I guess. Okay, so here I'm trying to do the underside of the pants there, or the back side more. I'm doing it on another layer so I can do this and just cut them to the right size. I read that, but I read some comments and that a lot of people are migrating to other like gun advocacy things. Hopefully I mean, ideally for me, for my this European guy, the best solution is do what other countries have done and make gun restrictions really, like, make a gun be really hard to get. But even if you don't do that, at least it would be good to get some associations like that promotes safety more than just people buying as many guns as they can. Okay, so let's combine these. Okay, that's most of the kit gun. We do need the inside of the hat, and that's gonna be hard. Nope. Still don't like where the legs used to be. Feels a bit muddy somehow. With muddy, I mean like lacking texture. Like you can see here and here, there's way less texture here. I think I lost some of the noise and stuff while trying to correct it. Yeah, you can clearly see the difference when I add some fresh noise on top. That's way better. Okay, now again, let's go for the repeating things. I think that one's good. Okay. Should do the trick, I think. Dissolving the US and dividing a bit of Mexico and Canada. That sounds good to me. Going through Wikipedia of unusual articles. Let me see that. List of missing landmarks in Spain. Sounds interesting. Remarkable buildings, castles, royal palaces, medieval towers. That no longer exists and partially destroyed. Oh, that's gonna be a lot of Civil War stuff. Let's see if I've been into any of these. Or to where they used to be. A lot of them in Barcelona, which I guess were... Okay, not a lot of them during the war. This one, for example. A lot of them were just demolished during the dictatorship. Oh, the French. I shake my fist in anger. Oh, these are cool. Look at this. That's dope. Gate of the Ears. Puerta de las Orejas, I guess. Yeah, Arco de las Orejas. These are beautiful. I love these arches. There's a lot of them. Oh, that sounds cool. Look at that. I wish I had a higher quality version of that. God, it keeps going. Oh my god. There was a leaning tower with Zaragoza? Hold on. Did it... I guess it ended up falling down. Demolished. It was demolished. Oh. It's even cooler than the one in Pisa. Look at that. How cool is that? Didn't even know we used to have that. How do you lose a landmark? Well, it gets demolished. Been watching 30 Monedas. Oh! 30 Monedas rings a bell. But isn't that... Oh, no, okay. I didn't know about this one. I was confusing it with another... I think it was Argentinian film. Oh, that sounds interesting. I had completely absolutely no knowledge about it. It's on HBO. Okay, I gotta steal my girlfriend's subscription to HBO. The heist of the century. Spanish women are scary as fuck. I agree. I'm dating one and... I'm kidding. Yeah, that sounds cool. I have it saved on my tab, so I remember it. Okay, I need... ideally, I could just pick bits from here and make a texture. Ideally. Of course, it's not that easy when all you have is like a thin sliver. Since it's the underside of the hat, kind of want to go with the darker areas here as a base. I'll iron out the kinks as they appear. When they speak. So a thing you should know about Spanish people is that we speak real loud and we speak real fast. Anybody who's trying to learn Spanish will attest to that. Over here we're just used to it. But it's a great little game we have when we go abroad, is find the Spanish family or find the Spanish group. Because you can hear them every time before you see them. They are very loud. It's looking very messy, but we'll fix it, I hope. Now I just need like some of this color, or not color, but you get what I mean, as a base to at least start working with something, you know? There we go, we filled it up with stuff. Good enough for now. And that more or less covers the whole circumference of it. First thing, I think we need to finish the edge of it. So continue this line here. Find the Norwegian, look for the drunkest people. If you go to Spain, the drunkest people won't be a Norwegian. It would be a British person. I can assure you of that. We also play Spot the Brits. It's very easy. Just look for trash cans, and when you see someone puking on there, there's a British tourist. For a Brazilian woman, you couldn't understand her. Yeah, it's kind of hard. I think I would right now, because I've been a whole summer in Brazil. I would probably understand Brazilian Portuguese a bit better, but they do feel very different. Probably get patch, no, not patch, healing brush. We taught the British all they know. True, true. Maybe you guys are the original Brits. We've been complaining about the Brits, but maybe we should be complaining about Norwegians. Yeah, that does well enough. I need to, I guess, add in some depth to the inside of the hat. I don't know how these hats work. I'm guessing it'll be a little like bowler shape. You can't see it on the other kid either, but do you think it'll be more of a bowler? Like, how do you think this hat looks? Like this, or like this? I think I'm probably more towards the round, right? So I should make it look like... Should be giving some light to the very tip here. And then shadow towards the bottom. That'd probably be my choice there, but I don't know. Let's go with soft light. Isn't doing too much for me. Overlay should do better. Oh really? So was tea to England came through Portugal? Suddenly meat wasn't good enough. Yeah, what a waste. Have perfectly good mead. You're drinking hot leaf water? Yuck. And yes, tea is hot leaf water. That's the only thing it is, don't add me. Not liking this hat. It's gonna give me nightmares. I think gotta go a bit darker in general. It's hard to make the shape of this thing. Do not diss hot leaf juice. I'm sorry, I will diss it to my death. I do not like the hot leaf juice. Bean juice. In fact, it's very good. By bean juice, I mean coffee. I'll have a cup of bean juice any moment, any day. Hot leaf water though, ugh. Yuck. Get that out of my face. Tea is healing. This is string. Oh, yeah, then maybe not on this guy, but that would be a nice touch, actually. Don't know if this kit has any, but actually, I think I was wrong about the whole curvature of it. It said it's going like this, so the tip is here. This doesn't have the usual hat shape, you know? So here should be the tip, and the rest goes down like that. Have to defend extremely important, the Vikings. Yeah, of course. They did. Their influences in... They have influences in most countries. Teas for mixing with rum. Rum and tea? Never heard of that one. Safe except for like sea shanties and stuff. Sounds like a very pirate drink. British pirate, of course. Starting to think we should have picked a kid without a goddamn hat. I keep working on the hat though, I think. Or else I'll go crazy. I mean, a very easy solution is to just do this. Easy. If things go wrong, I'll do that. Okay, should we try another kid then? Let's see. Hold a minute, I'll pull the email that he sent me with a bunch of powers and stuff. Okay, here's a few I wanted to do. So, invisible kid, which we just did. Amphibian or crustacean kid, which should just be like taking a kid and changing his limbs and stuff to the limbs of that animal. Actually, we could do that on this one, for instance. We have levitating kid. That sounds good. We have extra limbs. Extra limbs could be fun too. And we got a bunch more, but of the ones I want to do first, what's the invisible and then an amphibian or crustacean. And I think, how about, since we've already patched out the, like all the limbs and the face, maybe we can use this one and turn it into a crustacean, to like a lobster kid or something. So we change his face for a lobster face, we put some claws in there, a couple lobster legs. How about that? What's that? What's that recipe? Tea with rum. There it is. The preparation. Well, that's an easy preparation. Biblical kid would just be a very religious kid with a Bible under his arm. Okay, should we do... I'll let you guys choose. Okay. Should we do amphibian, so like a frog kid, or crustacean, so like a lobster kid or something like that? We could do both in this pictures. They're next to the water and stuff, so it kind of fits pretty well, I think. So let me know. Do you guys want a frog kid or a lobster kid? Meanwhile, let's see how the edit with it is doing. Oh, it should be here. There it is. Oh wow, it is doing well. So I got two very big tweets today, I guess. Live action gags. Oh, yeah. So if people responded with this, that means Trevor retweeted it, didn't he? My guy. He did. Of course. Always there. Oh, there he is. Still making waves. So since this is doing very well, you guys, if you were working already on a fan art of the mountain creature, you still have time. It's still gonna keep its relevance for a few days, looks like. I'll be responding to stuff later. Okay, you guys haven't told me. Frog? Oh yes, you have. Sorry. Kid with the fucked on eyes, maybe also on fire. I like that. Okay, we got one frog, so I'm gonna go with frog. If you guys don't want a boat, Acoustica wins. Also, we already have a little angel, biblical angel kid. Its name is Dave. And where is he? I'll pull him up. Hey Dave, come in. Come in here. This is Dave. For you guys that haven't met it, sorry. It's a really cute guy. Celestial being thing. Okay, frog. We need frog parts, and this is gonna make the whole hat problem irrelevant, because we might even remove the hat. Or we can try to fit the frog face into the hat. Whatever we do, it'll look good. I hope. So, we are going to... Hold on, lost my stock pages here. Frog. This one, no. Okay, we need a frog that'll fit the face here. So it should be like sort of looking down. This fat guy, I love him. I think this could fit. Just have the face, but that's all we need. Let's try this one. Pac-Man frog. Let's try to do a Photoshop selection. I think Photoshop will do a good job here. That's my guess. Guessed right. Oh, I'll fix that in a moment. Okay, let's see, froggy guy. Little frogman. Oops. There we go. Oh, this is gonna look... Oh, this is gonna look cute. I'm really loving this guy. Already loving this fellow. Gonna have to get the neck like this. Add a little bit of neck. We cut a little bit from here. We need to add a little bit of that skin there. A little bit more. Yeah, on this skin. Since I wasn't really happy about how the hat was looking, I thought maybe we can repurpose it to make a frog kid. Hey, frog born! I mean, best moment to follow. This is you, frog born. Look at you. Love that. Okay, black and white filter. There we go. Frog indeed. Perfect timing. Gotta love it. Okay, we're gonna pull that head a little bit lower. I think we're gonna have to mold the hat a little. But if it fits better with the clothing, it'll be worth it. There's our guy. Okay, we're gonna merge all this layers in the back with all the hat and stuff. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna select this, Control J to copy into a new layer. Then we can mess with it a bit more. We may have to add a little bit of hat also. To the side here. It is fine though. That is not a problem. Okay, then the edges here. I would like to blend in a little bit. So we don't have a weird edge sitting there. Oh, hey, the frog saw it. Turtleneck frog. It's looking fly. It's looking. Look at this little man. Come on. How can you not love this guy? He's just there in the beach, having fun with his bro, with his human bro. Okay, now for the lighting, I think we actually got a very good picture because the lighting sort of matches. Got overhead lighting, but a little bit from the right, which looking at the clothes here seems to be perfectly right. So the only thing I think we need to do to the shadows is make them slightly softer. So like blend the light and the shadow in so the line isn't that strong. I think that's most of what we gotta do. And of course some contact shadows. Oh, you guys are heading off. Okay, you have a good night. To both of you. On a trip with the whole family. Oh, yeah, fun. Yeah, he's got a great looking hat. Gotta work on that edge a little bit. I'm loving this kid. He knows his fashion. He does, doesn't he? Okay, now we gotta change the levels. Hopefully make them match the rest. Just reduce the contrast a little bit. Check for the kid's face. And he's more shiny, like frogs have a shinier skin. But still, I think we should like make it a bit more gray. Just in general. Oh, that's looking good. I'm liking this. Yeah, that fits more. Feels more natural. One of his friend was a fly kid. I like that too. Gotta do a little bit of Gaussian blur. A little bit, I said. One pixel, 1.5. Why not? Same with this, I'm gonna feather the edge. I think I feathered a bit too much there. I'll just do it a touch. I think that's better. We might have to darken the hats too. I'm gonna do a little layer here on top of the hat. Do soft light, should be fine. Okay. Get the shadow of the face, because the light is coming from here, so. And then without the soft light, it's gonna darken this, the inside of the hat. Maybe even pick something from like a dark area like this and add it so it still keeps that noisy feel, texture to it or whatever. I mean, this is a man that knows his style. Hey Hitzel. Abba is God, Abba is love, Abba is almighty. Praise. I do not disagree with any single part of that statement. Okay, adding some grain to the guy. Taking a while. Do I have too many things open? I don't think so. Yeah, just a lot of pixels to go through. Okay, that noise or grain is pretty good. I'll give you that. I think it needs to be just slightly larger. I'm just gonna flatten that and make it a bit larger. There we go. That is it. At the very end, we'll add some scratches and stuff. Yeah, we can pull that in right now, because I might forget later. If you guys want my like the textures I use, the grain textures, the paper textures, and in this case the dust I'm gonna put in here. I got them all in a neat folder that is on the Discord, so you can check that out there. Got a Discord link below, or there. Okay, so this is a dust texture thing I have. It's very useful, because like that it doesn't look like anything. Let's say we want to add around this size of dust to the image. Maybe we'll just very slightly blur it. We can add this on screen, and you can see it's modifying things, but if we do levels and make the blacks darker, we can control how much. Look at how the dust pops in and out. So if I pull this to the side, eventually there will be no dust left, and you kind of choose how hard you want to go, and that should be good. And we can copy this onto the other layers we had. Okay, Next up on the list, I think I should blur this a little bit more now that I look at it again. Next on the list, we're gonna be adding some little frog hands to this guy. How about that? That should be good. Little frog hands. Where are they? Yeah, save this, yes. So they should be kind of one hanging to the side. Alright, so we need a side view. And the other one is holding on to something. So I don't think we'll be able to get like curled up fingers. I don't know if they're even able to do that. But we could get like something like this. Oh, look how polite this little guy is. Who puts this kind of stock pictures? Oh, they added a little crown. Another crown. Who the hell has so many frog figurines? Did a whole photo shoot of them. Come on, I just want a real frog. This for the one that's hanging to the side? I don't know. See toads too. He's the king. He definitely is. Okay, I'm gonna do a quick toilet break and I'll leave you guys with the things we've done today. I'll be back in like 2 or 3 minutes to keep working on this. There we go. Okay, I'll put a little BRB there. Alright guys, I'll be back in like 3 minutes. Hey there, I am back. Oh, got a long paragraph waiting for me. I didn't take too long, by the way. Can we read that? Irina Kurset. I can't pronounce that. It's literally, oh god, the same few people and animals photoshopped into all sorts of situation. Really? Let's see that. Oh. The cat. Oh, the cat. Oh no! Some of this is body horror. What is going on? Oh god. Snake cat witch's cauldron. Oh, that is indeed a wild ride. Oh my god, they have 7,000! This feels like, you know, outsider art? It's kind of like a crazy guy who later is found out he has an enormous sketchbook full of really weird stuff, but it gets appreciated just for its weirdness and stuff. It feels like that, even though I guess it's not, but... There's so many. Cactus cat. Okay? What is going on? There's a little man in a jar. I could be looking at these forever. Just each of them has so much to unpack. What? This whole thing. Oh my god. Oh, by the way, before I forget. So I wanted to respond to the tweet here by adding the link to the charity thing I'm doing. So hopefully some more people will get to see it. Remember, if you guys want to get yourselves one of these t-shirts and stickers featuring the mountain creature caught running behind the Google car. If you guys want to get yourself that, it all goes to charity, so... Merch. Towards the, let me copy it right, because I'm afraid of getting that wrong. It's the Arsenal Institute for Global Health. There we go. Didn't want to forget this, because hopefully if we can raise some bucks, then I would be pretty proud of myself using the wave of attention that is getting. Oh, and I got a little image that I made for this. Let's see if I can find it somewhere. There we go. Anyway, where were we? Oh yes, we were looking at this crazy thing. It's just so surreal. It feels like an AI that's trying to just combine every word in every possible context and then making an image out of it. The cat in the dryer. It's always that one cat, right? And this dog. The texture is repeating. And this man. This always way too naked man. Stop eating. Stop eating. Just incredible. I can't with all of these. I don't know if I know another artist doing something similar. Well, I bet there's a lot of people in stock sites doing that. I violated quarantine. I ate sour cream. Yeah, probably her husband sounds and her pets. Irina sounds like a female name, so I bet it's, yeah, looks like it. I bet it is her husband. Anyway, that is something, right? I don't even know how to describe this one. Okay, so let's keep looking at frogs. Hope you guys are ready for frogs. So we need some frog fingers. So we're gonna put him on. Oh, how's that? Consolidate to tabs. There we go. Need to make this frog kid. So we've removed all the limbs, and we're gonna be adding some frog limbs. We need a couple of frog hands, couple of frog legs. Frog. Oh, there's this. Hold on, gotta find it. Since we're miming around. Okay. There, hold on. This video is very funny. Someone reading, because there's apparently a small section of Wikipedia that's written in Old English, and it's so funny, and this guy just reads it.
A froggy be a small beastie with 4 legs, which lay poop in water and on land. It is brown, or green, or yellow, or be a tropical. He may have dyer's colours.
Dyer's colours.
Longies and goyles, boopy. It hatch up from an egg, and it born is a tadpole. It grow up to be a froggy if it pan be not eaten.
I love this. Just my kind of dumb humor, but frog and poop a small beastie. It's so good. And I know they're not reading the letters right, like the th, they're reading like a p, but it makes it even funnier, I think. Oh, this guy's angry. Look, we have some hands. Kind of weird looking hands, actually creeping me out a little bit. What's going on here? We'll use them if we have no more, nothing else, I guess. Let me remember, we need a sort of sideways hand and one from the front. Oh, we're looking for toad actually, not frog. Looking for frog. Legs. God, I need to look at it in another site that isn't full of figurines instead of what I'm actually looking for. Stock. Okay, let's try Unsplash. Should have a few more serious pictures. From the Scots Wikipedia. No, I think it's a specifically Old English, like Anglo-Saxon Wikipedia that has like just like a few articles that somebody probably made for a project or something. I heard that the Scots thing, which ridiculous. Oh, we got a big old hand here. It's out of focus though. Look at him go. Come on, why do they always have their hands hidden away? I just want some frog hands. God damn it. I don't think that'll work, but let's open it up for just in case. By the way, you guys haven't raised quite enough for the gaming stream. I thought some of y'all were saving up for that. Let's have the long-term goal thing there, yeah? Right. Looks like it. Maybe you can maybe they photograph the legs better, and you can doctor it to a hand. Doctor as a verb. Fairly okay hand. Oh, this could work. That can work for the hand that's holding the shovel. We would just need the hand that's kind of on the side. But to be honest, we can just take these two and see if they work. Let's try that. By the way, Unsplash, it's another great site for this kind of thing. All the pictures are free use. Where is it? There we go. Okay, you froggy. Oh wait, let's see if Photoshop does a job for us. Nope. Not a great one there, Photoshop. Well, slightly better. Let's try to get a bit more leg there. Oh, let's cut that a bit manually. At least, see, with this kind of like Photoshop automatic selection thing, at the very least, you're saving time. That's why I usually try it. Even if I know it's not going to be very good in that specific case. Doctor is a verb. Oh, that means like fake, right? Like doctored images. I just realized that. I was thinking doctor as in medical doctor. Okay, we can put it down here so it'll have the noise. Right? The noise covers this, I think. Yeah, it does. Okay, let's copy the layer, because I'll probably be taking the other hand from the same guy. Just course, once you take one hand, why is it not? There we go. Had something selected. God, frog hands are weird, guys. Very weird. That should be the right size. Okay, maybe we can cut a little bit of here, so it looks like the finger is kind of curling around the shovel, like kind of sticking to it in a way. Now this one I'll leave like it is. Then we can do levels. So I kind of want to darken it a little bit in general. It looks like Pepsi Shanty album, which is quite depressive but a classic. I mean the music. Music is from... what's the name of the game? Poly Bridge. It's a little puzzle game. That's quite fun. Okay, adding a little bit of shadow on top of that. Getting some soft light. Okay, just a question out of curiosity for whoever wants to respond. Out of the people watching here, how many of you are familiar with Photoshop? How many of you have absolutely nothing or never tried anything like this or any composites before? And how many of you consider yourselves at least quite familiar with the program? Or you can change Photoshop for GIMP or any other similar one. That's the one you use. It's not gonna pick anything up, right? Ugh. Not very good. Well, better than nothing. A Photoshop class 10 years ago. Just one. Fair. I mean, I wouldn't use Photoshop for drawing. I do use it when I draw because I know Photoshop very well. But if my main thing was drawing, I would spend the extra time to learn other programs that are more suited to it. I think that'll work. Let's apply the same smart filter. Looks good. Oh, wrong layer. There we go. What happened? There we go. Okay, let's see this, like this bent finger. Put it on the side here. And the others have them clip below. Okay, so this is gonna be his right hand. And this is gonna be his hand. Yeah, I know you do, Hitzel. I've seen you. I've seen what you do. Yeah, I know a lot do, but to me, maybe I just don't know that whole suite of tools for drawing that well. But to me, it seems like it's kind of limited for drawing. I think there's a lot of very good drawing programs. Like maybe at some point it was the only choice, like the only real choice you had, so everyone used it. Right now, I don't think that should be the case. I think that's looking pretty good. It's not bad at all. Look at this little frog boy. So polite. I don't know why frogs have a polite face. Especially when you see them like just bunched up like that. So cute. Okay, so this one has been really useful. Thank you very much. Now I would love some extended frog legs. If I could find any. That might be a bit of a hard one, actually. Hey, you're not a frog. Get out of here. Frog legs. Yes, that's probably a good idea, frog jumping. If there are any. Maybe toads are a little bit better at that. Oh. This could be alright. Because sure, they're not like completely extended, but I can see the most of it, so I can just mold it to the shape I want. Just have one there though. It's not very in focus either. It's underwater. Is that the same frog? It is. It's more sharpened. That's the only difference. This guy? Same guy again? Yep. They just flipped it. Just uploaded the same picture in 3 different slightly changed ways. Look at these guys. Oh no. Okay, you toads. It is your time to shine. Don't disappoint. Just give us some legs. Look at this guy. Just sitting there. Thinking about life. Look like sitting in a bar asking for a drink. So polite. look at this. Probably post, but it's fun. I mean, we could modify some front legs that are more easily accessible. They look fairly different, right? The front and the back legs. Could be. Oh. Look at this guy. He's just sitting there. Gotta love that. Okay, there's a few pages of just frogs and toads. Here's another one. I love how they sit there. Just chilling. What are you doing here? Oh! Toad child. I know that it's a child because it's a child holding it, but I love seeing Toad child. That's my new kid. I think that'll work perfectly. Let's see if we're right or wrong. Where's our Toad child? Come in. Yep, the kid just picked it up. And it's just sitting there. I mean, I guess, like, some toads are poisonous. Not all of them. Probably should be a safe toad. Hope it is. If it isn't, well, we're screwed. Okay, let's pick this leg first. And let's do basically the same process we've been doing. Start with Photoshop. We'll just need the lower part of the leg. So I don't mind how the upper part is cut. That should do the trick. Let me copy that. Oh. Should do the trick more or less. That's not very... not great, but... we can work with it. I'll probably smooth it down a little bit. Is this supposed to be frog and not toad? I don't have such bumpy skin. And luckily I don't have to fit the foot too well because there's a big pile there. Big pile of sand. Perfect. Okay, so we're gonna apply layer mask. We're gonna make this into a smart object and we're gonna do puppet warp. So we're gonna fit this to, I guess actually, hold up. So okay, this is the knee, ankle, okay, got it. So it should be around the knee. That black sweater to see. Yeah, it's just, you got some style, you know? People back then, they went to the beach and they carried some good outfits. But now we just go with barely anything on. Now we gotta respect what they were trying. Okay, let's see where we Connect these. Let's get a bit of a... There we go. Here's our frog boy. Well, it's half frog, half toad. Just frog from his mom's side. Oh, failed to catch the end. That's fine. Photoshop got it themselves. Okay, that's pretty good. We'll have to recreate that little part here, but that's fine. For now, let's smooth the edge a little bit like we did for the other one, just to make the skin look less bumpy. Okay. Nearly done. I like this frog kid. Just a little guy. Oh, this music reminds me to remind you all to play the Outer Wilds, which this song is from. Amazing game. I won't spoil anything, just play it and you will see. Okay, Puppet Warp. Let's try to make it a bit more extended, let's say. The tips of the fingers here will probably be behind the sand, so we don't have to worry about them too much. Oh, it's kind of getting overextended. Oh gosh. Zoom out a little bit. Does that work for the pose? I think we should go a bit more to the back. We just slightly turn it. Not that much. Let's see. You should. It's like probably top 5 of games I played, period. Like, that's how good it is. Look at that. Looks frog-like enough. You know what? I think we could... pull them up just ever so slightly. To hopefully get more of the feet there showing. Yeah, I'm glad there's a little pile of sand there, so we don't... that saves us a lot of work to be honest. So yeah, thanks to those kids. Okay, so these are the leggies, like the video says. You two Linux users. Okay, so let's do a normal plus a soft light. That's usually how I do it, or normal plus overlay to paint shadows and stuff. Okay, let's try to make it make sense with the rest of the lighting. So you got more light coming from here. A bit of shadow without going too far on the left side. Gonna do the same for the other. Well, I guess there's shadows from here, so it wouldn't be too lit. A little bit on the very edge would probably do it good. Bit of light here and a bit of shadow there. Look at him go. Beautiful. Let's get our dust layer. Right, the dust layer is only covering this top part. So, whoops, wrong layer. There we go. Now, let's pull that up a little. Make another dust layer. Gonna flip it vertically and put it there. Should do the trick. Y'all should get new computers. He said, as if it was an easy and cheap thing to do. Let's compare this to the original. A little bit more ambient occlusion here, like right under the feet, and also a little bit on top of the feet. Here, kind of like slightly obscured by the sand. Okay, good. We're also going to do a little bit of a Gaussian blur. I don't recall how much I did for the face, but we should kind of imitate that. So, let me find the face. There it is, Gaussian blur 2.1. Okay, that's what I had selected. Just checking. So, 2.1 on the hands. That should be good. Also on the edges of the hands, always remember if you have layer masks and you're trying to blur the whole thing, blur the layer mask too. And the leggies. That's all good. Same for the masks. Okay, nice. That beautiful little guy. Still frog friend. I think we're pretty much done with this one. And the thing is, I don't know how it's gonna use them specifically, if it's gonna cut them horizontally or vertically. So if it does end up cutting it vertically, you can just cut this out. So I'm actually, hold on, got peculiar children, vertical. I'm gonna make a vertical version too. Just copy the same layers and slightly modify them if that is needed. Gotta link all the layers to their masks. Apart from that, it is all ready. So we're gonna pick all this up. That's just a hat sketch. Oh, what did I do? For kid. There we go. Oh, kind of pasted it there in the middle. I'd love to have a potato running Linux. There, works perfectly on vertical too. This is a A4 size. I think it's going to be the booklet, or A3. No, A5. Sorry, the smaller one. So you gotta work for that, the size of that booklet. Anyway, good guy. Love him. Here's Mock again. If we forgot about him. Okay, let's save this and this. Some people run Linux on a 3DS, on a fridge, and an ATM. Oh god. What's that? Installing Linux on a dead patcher. Oh man. Hey, someone bought a die-cut sticker. I forgot I had that. Those notifications set up. That scared me. On there, kid. Let's get this frog kit vertical. Great. Okay, more ideas for kids. I think we can still do at least one more, depending on how hard it turns out to be. So let me check. Okay, we did amphibian. We could do crustacean too, but I think let's leave that for the end if we don't have any more to do, because that's pretty similar to the amphibian kid. Okay, levitating kid should be pretty straightforward to do. Spiky kid, that's good too. No, but he's given me a list of powers that he's gonna be using for the game, so I want to use powers that only are gonna appear in the game. At least to begin with. So I think a levitating kid should be fun, right? Let us close all of this frog stuff. Okay, that's from here to... What is stiffness and iron racks? Okay. Close all that down. Get this. Get all of our kid pictures there. Okay. Oh, just save that as a different one. That's fine. Okay, we had a few loaded up. Too many tabs. Oh, never too many tabs. These are all the research tabs I've with pictures of kids that I was considering using. That is why I have them open like that. And I want something I can use. Oh, this one I already used. Kid with turkey is a very good one. More kids on the beach. Look at the look at the little hats. Come on. This one isn't too high quality, so I won't use that. I'm trying to find one that I can make levitate. How about this little guy? Can I make this guy fly? I mean, the picture is not very high quality. It's full of dust and dirty as hell and kind of out of focus. The laugh in the kid, it's just creepy as hell. Couldn't make him levitate too far up though. Gotta limit here. Totally, yeah, I'm probably in some kind of watch list. This one we already used. I'm gonna save it. I mean, I think most of us artists that have, and like if they looked at our histories, our browser histories, they would find very weird stuff. Oh, there was actually one. Here's the kid again. Oh, this one could work too. So there was one that he had used in like some preview images, or like kind of testing out the idea. The guy who commissioned me, he knows his way around Photoshop, so he did a few to test it out, and he had a very good one for the floating kid. So I mean, I might reuse that one, but it's a bit cheap to just reuse the same one that he did. If we don't find any good ones, we'll go for that. This one I can close down too. This is the same collection as the other one. This kid, no, I can't really make him levitate. We don't have any ground. And this kid could be levitating. Like roller skating, but the pillow thing is kind of weird. I think that would be too distracting. Let's leave that one out. I love this one. Pulling the little cow. I love those old negatives. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, the church one was incredible. Jumping kid. I mean, if there's any pictures of that. Child. And other searches I do. Okay, images, and let's go to... Oh, there's nothing before 1750. So... Not really a lot we can do with that. Got some cool pictures of horses skeletons. Oh, interesting. Anyway, no jumping kids, I'm afraid. But if you just look for child and set it to only this, like about 100 years, there's 30,000 images. I bet at some point they'll stop being useful. So that's probably not 30,000, but still. This very American kid. Oh, this one's good. What are these conditions? Oh, the face. We got newspaper kids. See, there's a lot of pictures of kids, of children working. I wouldn't really want to go there. Like, it's for an RPG. I don't want to evoke child labor. Or at least as little as possible. So like, this is just sad. Oh. So many of children working. Just want... Any other kid? Oh. This is a very good picture. Props to the photographer. Has some very good pictures. I guess it's a collection. Because they all have the same look, and it's all about working children. And you can tell by the style that were probably made by the same guy or girl. Hey Imp, how are you? ¿Qué tal? We are looking through pictures of like really old pictures of children for a project that's called Peculiar Children. And it's about children with powers. So like shooting bees out of their mouths, or frog kids, stuff like that. It's an RPG project that's going to be launching on Kickstarter. Let's make my second dinner. Hell yeah. Enjoy that. Actually, I don't like this edge here. Let me just fix that up real quick. I think it might be a problem of... There we go. Anyway, we have bee shooting kid, we have frog kid, which we just did. We want to do invisible kid, we want to do floating kid, or like levitating, and a few more. But we're trying to look for pictures for the floating kid. Something weird to do on the internet. You know, obviously you don't want to get too weird with this kind of thing. Oh, I love this collection. Okay, so there's a bunch of pictures, and I probably passed the majority. They're probably in other pages, earlier pages. But there's a bunch of portraits of kids that are very deteriorated. And... Okay, look, child portrait. That must be like most of them. And there's some that are very creepy. Just by how they broke and... Like, some of these are probably cursed. Probably have some ghosts in them. I'm pretty sure that just by looking at this, there's already a ghost in my computer. Can't prove it, but... They have a thing going through the fades. It's always pretty creepy. There was one specific one that was extremely creepy, not by how it was broken, look at this, but because of the picture itself. I hope I can find it. It was definitely in this same collection, so it should not be too far. This one, this one, this one. This picture is extremely cursed. Look at this. Like, I didn't edit any of this, but it looks like one of the kind of picture I would do, I would do to creep people out. It just came out like that, out of the camera. This child was definitely possessed. I can assure you of that. The teeth, yeah, it's creepy as hell. Look at that scoliosis. Let me see if I can find... I'm not seeming to find the ones I'm looking for. The one he used originally, the guy commissioned me. Here we go. This one. Because she's already kind of floating there. So you just remove the pole. So that one should be doable. There it is. Pretty good quality too, it seems. Just cropping the name out, because I don't want to have the actual kid's name there. Seems fairly rude. Little dog is the best. And yeah, this one, so if we go with this one, the effect is very simple. We just clone stamp that pole behind her. We remove it and that's it. So let's get to that. And later I might do another one, because this seems like a bit of a cop-out, to be honest. Like the easy way out. Since I'm getting paid for it, I want to do the easy way out, if I can help it. Yes, that is true. That's kind of Stranger Things Z. I think that's the leg of the dog. Okay, let's pick from here. Go here. And so I'm trying to keep the same like brick structure if possible. Oh, I'm removing her leg. I'm stupid. I was okay, don't judge me. I was used to the we just removed the frog kid's leg. So it's just going on autopilot, I think. Oh god. We could just keep going like this? No. I have a little... Some old family portraits. And they're all disappointed. Like, is this really our grandchildren? Grandkid? Come on. What are you doing with your life? You're not even fighting any world wars. Weak. Yeah, so there's a very popular myth that says that people didn't smile in very old pictures because they would have to stand still for several minutes. That is not entirely true. The first pictures ever, if you can see my profile picture in every social media, that's a silver print or a daguerreotype, I guess. Daguerre is the French guy that made them. It's a type of picture that's printed on silver, right? Like a little silver plaque. The first ones of these pictures actually took a minute or so to be done. So you would have to stand very still and try not to blink and stuff. But very quickly that changed and you didn't have to stand still for more than a few seconds. The thing about smiles is that it wasn't seen as good looking to smile for a picture. Smiles were often associated in art and stuff, were also associated with drunkenness and revelry. And people there wasn't just not a culture of smiling in pictures. So people didn't do it. But you can perfectly find a few pictures of people smiling from the 18-somethings. And they feel weird because you're not used to it. So, hold on. Let's do so this is a daguerreotype. This is that exact same type of picture from the 1850s. And they're smiling. Look at this guy. This guy is amazing because he feels even modern in some way because you're not used to seeing these kind of pictures with people smiling. So they did, but it was rare because it was seen as impolite or as not a good look to smile in pictures. Up to some point where people started doing it and the culture around it changed. Exactly. Hitzel said it, but better than me. Oh, by the way, I talked before that I was going to open commissions, right? Since for my type of art, for photo manipulation, it's kind of hard to just offer the same type of commissions many artists do on Twitter. So I can't do like a character and a portrait of a character because that's just not something I can do. So in trying to think of little small things that I could offer, like specific things I could offer in commissions, one of them I thought of is putting your face on an 1850s silver print picture. There's a ton of them on the internet, and you just gotta find, like, you'd ask the person to take a picture with like some conditions, like not a selfie and from a certain distance and stuff. You try to find a match in those kind of portraits of someone who has the same build and stuff and who has more or less the same angle, and boom, you make one like the one I made for myself. I don't know. I don't know if anyone would be interested in that, but I'm gonna offer it as commissions. Maybe some people will like that. That's the one I did for myself. And I actually I'll open the BSD so you can see what it is. Let me close down some stuff because there we go. So I removed the face, and the original was this. Alright, so I just removed the guy's face, put mine on, and I did change the body a little bit to match the perspective of my picture better. But not a huge change really. It's pretty easy, just switch in a face. Oh, that's dope, Hitzel. Oh, I remember that. I remember you showed me that when I did mine. Yeah, so I'll have those as commissions very shortly. Also, other things I'm gonna do as commissions, like kind of like separate little packages. There's a daguerreotype thing. Then also turning your pet, sorry, into a monster. So like getting a picture of your pet and making them monster-like. Like I did for a thread on Twitter a while ago. It was a pretty popular idea, so I don't know, maybe some people are willing to pay for one. Hold on, maybe let me pull up the pets thing. It's pretty funny. So I did it on Twitter. I asked people for pictures of their pets, and I spent like 10 or 15 minutes on each, and do quick little edits to turn them into monsters. And there's some pretty good ones that came out of that. I'll just show you I'll show you mine. Like, this is my dog looking kind of derpy. And then my dog turned into a forest spirit. Yeah, here are some more I did. There's a little dragon from a gecko, or I don't know what the species is. Someone sent me a bunch of pictures of their cats, so I just stitched them together and made a cat ball. Someone sent me a blurry picture, so I just went with it. Some rats just eating through buildings. A rooster going up with the sun. Oh yeah, so it was a very, very fun one. Let me see. Oh, there it is. Just like a cat snake, a very long cat snake, going through a corridor. I don't know. I did a bunch of them. Just in each of these, you can see like the edges here are not good. I wouldn't do this in a professional thing, but that was the idea. So a bunch of little. God, I did quite a few of them. Don't know how many total, but cat. That's the name of it. To give my dog dentures. Could do that. But it would have to be human dentures, though. Anyway, that's all of them. Well, not all of them. There's a few of them. It's like, I don't know, maybe 10 or so more. I don't know. I don't know if that's something people would be willing to pay for, but I'll just put it out there. In case people do. human dentures. And perfect, that is something I can do. There we go. Made it 16 times faster shutter speed. Yeah, so I think because at first it was very slow, people just, I don't know, somebody made up that myth that people couldn't smile because you had to hold that pose for, and it stuck, I guess. But of course, when I did mine, I did not smile, because that would make it look like it is from the time, you know? Okay, I'm repeating a lot of textures here. I have to take care of that. Before that, they used photography like that for architecture. Yeah, makes sense. Took a few seconds back in the days. I mean, the first, like the very first ones took like up to a minute, if I recall correctly. I might be wrong though. But it wasn't long before that was reduced to seconds, so. I did read it a while ago, so I might be getting it a bit wrong. I trust you better than I trust me, Hitzel. I know you know. There we go. Just that little bit left, and there's some edge here that I don't like. To that side of the leg, especially to the leg itself. Oof, that's looking very muddy. Let me finish the edges first, though. So, if you ever clone stamp stuff, the most important is the edges, generally. So I like to go for the edges first, and once I'm happy with them, I'll fill up the rest. Okay, I'm wondering though, we need like breaks, the break there, that should be under this one, right? Unless I paint it, I want to edit. Okay, so it should be here, there we go. Here we wouldn't see any. But then, yeah, around here, there should be a brick separation. Will anyone notice that there's weird long bricks? No. But I don't know. I like going for the detail, you know? Pride myself in that, even though I know that 99.9% of people will not notice and will not care. But I will care. Neighbor is going to pay a lot of this month's electricity bill. Why your neighbor? Are you stealing electricity for your neighbor? Or is he doing something dumb? There you go, floating kid. So I guess... it's a thing that bothers me about this. And it was too easy. We can't have that. We need to add a little bit more. So, a couple of things we can add. That I can think of right now. What is this, by the way? Just a scribble. Nah, that's fine. Doing the back part of the dress should be doable. We can just take this edge here and copy it and stuff. Fairly doable. Also, since we have a lot of like space around that we can use, how about we get some floating objects? Because the power itself, the description of the power is makes things float, not just like floats themselves. So we can have like, I don't know, where are some kids' toys from the time? Hey, there you go. Getting some... raising some stuff for the gaming stream. How close are we? We're gonna get there. Oh, so they probably went somewhere and left the lights on. That's gonna be expensive for them. La cour du domaine du Gras. That's the first picture. Hold on, let me do a copy paste. Doesn't let me copy here. Anyway. Oh yeah, it did copy. Oh, I know this one, yeah. 8 hours for this, huh? You can see the... You can see the buildings. Like the rooftops and stuff. Still, that's crazy. Is that the camera they used? Anyway, let's make the back part of that dress. We're gonna copy this. Do here, Control J. Right, and I'm gonna clip it on top of the part we have cut here, I guess. Okay, we'll need a little bit more to cover this final part. But I think that'll do the trick. camera is in a house. Yeah, yeah, of course. You were right. Just kind of think things through. We can get this little part here. Just do a quick. That should do it. Okay, now I can get white and cover this part here. Okay, now for this back part of the dress, I'm gonna merge it, and we are going to put a clipping layer on top. Get some shadow. Okay, just add a lot and see how hard we should go on it. That should be right. Maybe you should go a little bit lower with it. Let it cover the edge. Oh boy, just realized. It's not a good edge. Oh, by the way guys, if you make me do a gaming stream, I will play Hades, because it is all I can play right now. Such a good game. The retouch version. Oh, let me see. Where did I look for this? It was here. I think I closed it. There we go. I guess that is it, right? Damn. It's really hard to see. But you can see the edges of it. You can see the tree and stuff. Hades. Yes, I guess. Still need how much? Still got a way to go to 20,000. Oh, wrong layer. There we go. Yep, there we go. Okay, so that's Floating Girl, and I think we're also gonna have other things floating. But I'm wondering what. Maybe. Hold on. No. The million tabs I got open. Don't look at them directly, please. Gonna look for toys. And toys from that age, you know? Not super precise. I don't know when the picture is from. Maybe it says it on the picture itself. Sometimes it does. Whoops. There. Not really. hopefully we can find some toy. What? This didn't work. Let's see if it works there. Oh, maybe Brickroll is broken. Sometimes it happens. It is not the most stable website, unfortunately. Same can be said about the Library of Congress. Oh, look, there's a spoon. We can have her float spoons. Oh, I should filter that image. A shovel, but we already had a shovel in the other one. A watch. Could be. This toy kitchen looks very dangerous. This is literally called Toy Chicken Kitchen. Could kill someone with one of those cleavers. I know it's probably not sharp, but that can do some blunt damage. Don't give that to a kid. Imagine owning the first photograph. Gosh, that must be expensive. What? It's a weird Santa. Oh, look at that. Very cool picture, by the way, but I'm here for the toys. I love that. I love people like making toys. Another very haunted picture. I love that. There's piles of toys there. Oh. I'm gonna die. Look at this. Look at this cute thing. I love it. I need more like this. Please tell me there's more. No. There's no more. There were a few pretty good ones of kittens. Let me see. I think I saved them because I got a whole thread of cursed pictures. I haven't updated that in a while. There are some pretty fun kitties there. There we go. One of the smart set. I know that people back then were exactly the same. Now we go to the internet and it's full of cat pictures. Back then, you took a photographer and he would take cat pictures immediately. He does look smart. Exactly. His smart set. I'd like to see more of the smart set, but I don't think it survived the whole thing. Let's see. Let's look for the smart set. Just this one, it looks like. What a shame. Here he is, though. But this one, it should go to the collection. Just gonna save it as is. Save it to my... Got a bunch of different cursed pictures and cute pictures. that I'm saving to post someday on Twitter or something. Here's another cute one. That's from a ship. That's when I was researching for the Antarctic expedition story. And you had a lot of pictures of them in the ships, just going and coming back. And they had doggies, and they brought them onto ships. And it's very sad, because not many of these dogs survived the expeditions. But we got puppy pictures, and this kid hugging a lamb. There's some weird stuff around the internet. This? Some crows fitting on other dead crows. The stretcher. I don't know, I got a ton of good ones. You might see them someday on Twitter, or not. Look at this dude. Come on, I want to be a rich kid from the late 1800s, just having toy cars. Actually, nobody was interested. Nobody knew where the picture was. Well, interesting. Didn't know that story. Okay, we got only one floating toy so far. I'd like to get a second one at least. What's that? Whoa. What is that? Some cubes? Can get some cubes. Toy elephant. If it was a little bit more in focus, but I think we can work with it. Okay. So, toy elephant, spoon. Let's just forget about the spoon, I think. First, let's try to get old man making toys. So, as I usually do, instead of going there, I just go directly to the source to try to get the highest quality picture. Look at this dude. Okay, let's get the very large TIFF file. You'll notice it'll take a little while to load, but it's fine. Okay, Bryant, CF. Again from the Library of Congress. And Thompson, or yeah, let's go with Thompson too. Let's get that cube there on the ground. There he is. Oh, that's gonna be a large one. I love to see when they're really large files, when you get the TIFF compared to the JPEGs, because you know it's gonna be a good one. Now we'll probably have to wait a little minute until all these are downloaded. I mean, well, one is done, we can... Well, this one is loaded, so we can just start working with it. Okay. I started to cut the toy out of this. And let's see how good of a quality this is. Pretty good. Pretty good. Doesn't get much better than this. But that's all we need, because we're just gonna cut out this chicken or rooster here. And you can say, why don't I look for modern pictures that are easier to cut out? Because the toys aren't the same. I want old looking toys. I'm trying to make a manual selection because I'm a crazy man. I don't know why I started doing it manually, but now I'm too committed. I cannot stop. Hold on. I can do it in 2 parts. That was not very good. I don't know, I never cut things like this either. I just started and then off we go, I guess. Admittedly, Photoshop wouldn't have done a great job of this. So I'm better off doing it manually. But there's better ways of doing it manually. Anyway, it is selected now, sort of. And now I'll just plop. Start with this. Try to get Photoshop to select them himself. Itself. It's gonna be smaller than this too, so I don't mind that the edges are not perfect. Surgeon precision. You see, that's the duality of man. Imp says it's because I'm like a surgeon. It still says because I'm white and nerdy. Gotta get more contrast in there. There we go. Well. Usually I would say something to you, Hitzel, but you're right, I'm more white and nerdy than I am a surgeon. Surgeon is not my thing. Okay, we got 1 floating toy. See, we took extra time to do this, but while we were doing this extremely dumb thing, I'm sure the rest of the images downloaded. So let's see if we were right. Indeed, they did. Okay, we got them both here. Just gonna plop them in there. There we go. Okay, let's see. Start with this one. Just want 1, I think. Could get some from here, but I just want this like loose letter block, because this one's have, I don't know, images of kids and it's kind of weird, and a letter block is something we all recognize. Easily recognizable, and I'm also gonna cut it manually, but this time it actually has a purpose, because I can use a polygonal lasso, and that is just a very easy, quick tool to use that will work perfectly well for this. Like the little corners, maybe I'll have to touch up, but I'll have to make it a bit softer. So I just double click the selection, add some feather here. That's it. I don't think there's much more to do here. Okay, I'll also just flatten things, because apply the mask. There we go. Surgeon is a construction worker. Depends on the type of surgeon, but yes, many of them I would consider construction workers. No hate on surgeons, by the way. They do a great job, it's just not for me. But yeah, I've seen like traumatology surgeries, and they're like, it sounds like a carpenter's workshop. I kid you not. There's the sounds that you hear in that surgery room are saws, like circular, automatic circular saws, hammers, Like they literally hammer some stuff in place. It's crazy. All of this is gonna need a little bit of Gaussian blur, I think. I guess, okay, so child's face, slightly out of focus. I think dog is a bit more in focus. Shoes, same as the dog, I think. I think the focus, like, plane is right in front of the two. So depending on the plane where these things are flying, I'll put them more and less in focus. Let's see, we still have one to add. Oh, elephant. Yeah, it's crazy. I've been to many surgeries, both just watching and helping. And definitely the ones I like the least personally is traumatology, just because it's that, it's just carpentry. That kind of creeps me out. It's bone carpentry, I kid you not. And yes, I just put the concept of bone carpentry into the world, and I'm not going to take it back. It is now up there. I'm not sorry. Come on, Photoshop. Do me a solid. There. It's the most useful tool in Photoshop in years. I think that's part of the toy, so I'll leave it. I guess that's part of the elephant, I'm not sure. Anyway, I'll cut it like this. I'm sorry for horrifying you all, but you asked me a medical thing, so... Let me remind you all that there's a new points reward added, where you can ask me for a weird medical fact. Actually, I think I may have put a limit per stream. There should be like around 5 or something. Just so people don't bombard it. Okay, that works well, I think. Okay, lighting wise, we have a very overhead lighting. And this guy is lit from here, more or less. So we should turn him to make it fit that. Get a bit smaller, maybe. Oh, actually, just so it kind of all clips each other and fits better. So this, I'm gonna make it just a bit lighter in general. I might make it darker, yes. There we go. I'm just gonna blast it with Gaussian. So it looks like it's in front. Oh, not that much. So it feels like it's close to the camera. Then this little rooster here. Let's also mess with the levels. It's good to have great anesthesiologist, right? Or is it anesthetist in English? I don't know. It's anestesiolo in Spanish. It's a carpenter with a medicine license. I mean, it's not really a carpenter. The anesthesiologist just puts stuff to make you sleep and then goes to play like what's that? Candy Crush on their phones for 2.5 hours. It's a fantastic job. No hate to anesthesiologists. I would take that if I could. You study medical engineering. I had no idea, Hetzel. So it's like working on machinery, like MRIs and that kind of stuff, right? The surgeon is the carpenter, yeah. Depends on the surgeons, though. The surgeons whose work looks more like sewing or like threading needles. It's like really small, imprecise stuff. I've seen plastic surgeons work, and let me tell you, that shit is hard. Imagine tying a tiny blood vessel to another tiny blood vessel through a microscope, and imagine, so 2 little tubes, right? You have to connect. Now these tubes are the width of, I don't know, the tip of a pencil. And you have to put several stitches all around them to connect them. Imagine the precision that shit takes. They're literally operating under a microscope. It is crazy impressive. So MRIs, life support machines, endoscopes. That's dope. Do you work, well, I guess you're studying still, but do medical engineers work closely with doctors? Like, will you be able to see a lot of medical procedures and stuff in your future line of work? Okay, so this, let's actually have it be around here and in the plane that's behind the girl. And so it's like slightly towards the back. So the 3 things are forming a sort of triangle. That's what I want it to look like. So it should be like more or less in the same focus as her face, or a bit less, even. I always have trouble with this kind of thing, because you gotta think very spatially, and I'm not bad at that, but it still like takes a lot of brain processing power, especially when you're trying to speak on top of it. Hopefully I manage, though. How about this? Do any of the toys and stuff stand out to you or look fake to you? Oh, Imp, you're going to bed. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. Computer science, I guess. Have to know what you need as a doctor. Yeah, of course. But I mean, later when you're working, you'll still need to consult with doctors and stuff. I imagine. I mean, kind of guessing, but cube stands out. Let me play with the levels in the cubes since I haven't. Make it a bit flatter in terms of levels. And maybe a little bit more blur still. So 4.5. How's that? Does that look better to you guys? Can also go a little bit more on the blur on the chicken rooster thing, whatever it is. 2.5 maybe. Do the same thing to the edge. There it is then. So that way she doesn't only levitate herself. She also has the power of making other things levitate. Also, still that edge. Something about that edge bothers me. Because since it's out of focus, it should blend like way more with the background, I believe. So I'm just going in with a soft brush and hopefully blending it a bit more. Hopefully that doesn't stand out too much. I think that upper part is fine. That looks a bit better now. Consider the cardio technician training. Oh, so like operating, how do you call this in English? EKGs, that kind of. Didn't know that was engineers that did that. Well, guess it changes in every country. Make that just slightly lighter. Okay, noise. We need to match this noise on top of all the toys. Since we blurred them, they probably already had some natural noise, but we removed that. So we're gonna be adding some this nifty grain action, courtesy of Larry Hakela. Okay, if anyone wants to learn how to do this grain action, it's very easy. You just make a gray layer, 50% gray, set it in soft light, and then you can add noise and blur it there. So what I have is add noise, which just adds like 1 pixel size noise, blur, which blurs all the noise together in bigger like blotches, and sharpen, which makes them look more, makes them pop out more. Like this is normal noise. This is with the Gaussian blur and then sharpened. Oh, taking a minute, I guess. I think even my camera is lagging. There we go. Anyway, that's how I do it. And I think the size of the noise and everything is pretty much right. It's a bit too strong, so I'll just remove it. Oh, what I'll do is set that noise so it's removed from the lighter colors, like this. And then turn down the opacity a little. So that way the noise appears more on the darker parts, which is how noise works IRL. Oh, the life support machine during surgery. Okay, gotcha. Did you test it on any person? Don't know if I would trust you to do that. I'm gonna gray out this since it's... No, not that much. Okay, we got Floating Kid. I think this one looks pretty nice. It was a very simple manipulation. That's why we added some extraneous stuff, just to make it look a bit more interesting than just a floating girl. So this Floating Kid. We also, since while we're at it, just there we go. Get all of this and put it in the vertical version. Hey, Frog Kid. Huh? I love Frog Kid. Been live for 5 hours. We've done quite a bit though. It's taking a minute. Maybe even the camera will lag. When Photoshop does very processor intensive things, like applying a lot of filters or moving a ton of layers, I'll notice that the camera lags. That's why I do this, to check if it's lagging. Okay, let's just crop this out. Oh, and the lower part too. There. Now I would just need to move around the objects so they fit in frame. It'll take a minute too, since I'm moving a lot of layers. There we go. Okay, this is the toys. This is the... What did I move? There. The elephant, I guess I'll still keep him half out of frame since it's quite big. Don't want him to take too much space. Cube, I'm gonna move him a bit more towards the back here. Actually, I'm not gonna change the size. But I will blur it so it looks like it's further behind and further out of focus. And then the rooster. Is that a chicken or a rooster? I don't know. It's a silhouette. Anyway. There we go. That would be the vertical version. Just a couple quick changes to fit the frame a little bit better. So this would be Floating Kid. finish your training, you should do 100 surgeries. That's a lot. Looks like a rooster. I guess it has kind of a crest. Or however you call that. Okay, and that would be... floating kid, vertical. Oh, got a couple good ones on today. Since we're supposed to be doing around 6 or 7. I think that's good progress. This guy needs a little bit more blurring in the face, right? Still feels a bit too in focus. Okay, now I just need to find the face. It's here. Let me feather that selection. That looks more like it. The blur itself, let's go a bit higher. I'm afraid of going too high always, because you're, of course, every time you increase the blur, you're losing detail. Okay, a few things I want to touch up. This little corner here. There we go. I think the hands and feet are looking pretty good compared to the face, which was a bit too focused. There's a frog boy. Should we add more floating stuff to her? I feel like this part of the frame is looking very uninteresting. We can't really move it to that side because that's the end of the picture. Either we can to that one. I think it would be maybe overdoing it to add a ton of floating stuff. Let's keep it simple. Or maybe at least, if we just change stuff, maybe just move things around. Yes, Itzel? Yes to what? To adding more stuff, or to keeping it simple? And of course there's always this option, which is a vignette. Always works. I love it. Effects, vignetting. Let's see, about this large, midpoint, keep it like that. There we go, that's what I wanted. Okay. So this is no vignette. We add a little bit. It'll just keep this part from looking too bland. Oh, I guess you can't really see it with where my camera is, I'm sorry. This is without. This is with. Gotta go with vignette. More you say. Let's try to find another good toy. Find a good one we can edit. That's not the right one. There. Okay, that's the toy catalog thing that didn't load. I think it's broken. It did look good though. Let me see if I can find it on the Library of Congress. See, the Library of Congress can be a really slow site. Even to the point of completely breaking down for a few hours. So if this doesn't load, I'll guess that that's what happened. It looks like it's not loading. So we might have a hard time finding pictures now. Oh, this is a cursed kid. I'm actually gonna download this one, because... Where is it? Here. It won't let me download the original, but... Oh, hold on. Just gonna save it directly from here. I'll just skip it into my cursed pictures folder. Oh, that did work. Oh, and it's here. That's great. That's a toy catalog. It's print though. Oh, it's not very high quality either. That is disappointing. Anyway. There's it for toys, maybe here. If I find some good ones. Oh, look at that. 1918. Some really complicated toys. Hand drawn and stuff. Maybe a bit too complicated. I want something simple. Christmas toys. Put another elephant. Yeah, this kid is a fan of elephants. That is a very tiny picture, my friend. So from here, see, it's way too overexposed. We won't be able to get anything, as much as the picture is nice. See, here's more toy makers. Actually, yeah, that's an idea. I can just get this toy maker picture. And get another of these figurines. It should do the trick. We have like a little part here that's cut off. But that's fine, I think. We'll see what we do with it. Let's let Photoshop select this one. I think it should do a fairly nice job here, since it's against a very neutral and out of focus background. Not terrible. I'll give you that, Photoshop. There we go. Get a really tiny brush for those edges. Okay, for this lower part, I think we will... First we'll increase the size here. Okay, let's try to fill this dead space here up. Doesn't have to look amazing. Just good enough that people won't notice. We'll blur this in a minute anyway. Okay, so we merge this. We are gonna turn this to smart objects and Gaussian blur a ton. So I was thinking of keeping this one more on the foreground maybe. So we're gonna do some levels. Just gonna generally darken this. Get a bit larger. And blur it quite a bit. If you go like really high on the blur, that's too much. No, because that just makes it look like it's a 2D thing at some point. Trying out different configurations. Seeing what can work. Gonna make it a bit. Oh, wrong thing. Okay, how do we feel about this? Not in love with it actually. Because I think if you blur it too much, it'll lose that effect of being 3D. It'll lose that. So I can't get away with blurring it too much. Gotta keep it fairly... fairly preserved, let's just say. Okay, let's add this to the toy group. Add a soft light. There we go. Another little floating toy there. I think that should do it for this one. I won't add it to this because it's already like these three already cover the frame very well. So here, that's just a little add-on. Such an add-on too that I'm gonna make it more. I'll blend it in a little bit more. if I can. That's fine. Okay, I think I should leave it at that, because it's gonna get pretty late over here. It is pretty late, but I mean, not for me, because I'm just like that. So I think, let me actually check if there's anyone to raid before saying anything. It's all gaming, looks like. Nobody interesting to raid today. Oh well. Anyway, let's just do a little review of what we've done today. We've done this little mock biz, which I've checked Twitter and it's been doing really well. So I call it a success. We've done this peculiar kid and this peculiar kid. Both very cute, especially our little frogman. And I think the client will be happy with him. I'm fairly confident that it will. So yeah, I think that's been all for today. Thank you to everyone who stuck around, who chatted, and who helped me make the time fly faster. Anyway guys, I will see you very soon. Have a good one.